he called everything that's great about Europe basically foolish ideas. That's the expression he used, including open borders, globalization, and
rule of law.
Rule of law, and diversity, and its dedication to diversity. These are some of the things that make Europe and living in European cities great today.
Also, one more thing that I must mention as a German, which is a very loud dog whistle to the German hard right when he said, we don't want you to be shackled by guilt and shame. That is a very explicit allusion to the notion of Schuldkult, the cult of guilt that the leaders of the hard right like to intone.
When you say the leaders of the hard right, I assume you're referring to AfD, the far-right party
correct.
that J.D. Vance made a point of meeting in person last year. And then Rubio went on to Hungary after
and
Germany,
Slovakia,
right?
yes.
And
right.
Slovakia, meeting similarly sort of far-right leaders. In one case, Viktor Orban. I know you're working a lot on the rise of far-right in Germany and elsewhere in Europe. So the message, it was quite clear. Demand for a political change of sorts in Europe, MAGA-fication of the continent.
Well, it certainly looked as though Rubio was saying these are our real allies. He said that working with Hungary, which has extremely close ties to both Russia and China, is an essential U.S. interest. How that computes for American interests, I think, is not for me to explain. It mystifies me. But it does feel as though both Vance and Rubio this year are saying the real West in Europe is the hard right. Those are the people that we share values and interests with. And that's very shocking to European viewers.